Going on out the old barn today. Pole barn I built in 2017. Just got back buying a little bit of fertilizer. I got to go back and buy some more. We had a little bit of rain this morning. I was hoping to put it out today or tomorrow, but it's a little bit wet now. I'm calling for some snow Friday. It may or may not snow. It'll definitely rain. So whether it snows or not, it'll definitely rain. So I'm gonna try to get some fertilizer out before that. Anyway, so this is my hay barn where I store my hay. I just enclosed this back half. It's 25 foot wide and 50 foot long. I got some roof leak problems I'm working on, trying to get that straightened out. I've been battling ever since I built this thing. And I'm working on building a platform over here to store my hay on. I've been storing on these big pallets I got from a guy who sells hot tubs in a hot tub. But anyway, I'm building a platform here. I got a bunch of lumber I got from a guy. He tore a deck off his house, so I'm using it. And I'm hoping enclosing this thing is going to allow me to make a lot more hay this year. I normally stack it on these pallets, and then I have to wrap it in a tarp, wrap it in the shrink wrap, and even then I still lose anywhere from 5 to 10% to moisture, getting too much water on them and starting to rot and stuff. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought. I got about $1,200 in the tin, the sheet metal. I still got to do this gable end, but it's on the list. So it's too wet to really do anything out on the farm. So I'm gonna come in here and work on, I had it up in the spring because I made more hay than I had places to put it, than I had pallets to stack it on. So I threw this together kind of haphazardly to stack hay on. So I'm gonna build it a little bit more substantial and probably build another one here beside it. Where am I at? Over here. Over here beside it to stack some more hay on. I'm still going to cover it with a tarp just because, but I won't have to worry about putting like 1,000 bungee cords on it and taking them off and all that, and re-putting them back on every time I sell some hay out of it. And you send people a picture of it on Facebook and they see it covered in a tarp, and the first thing they ask is, "Well, is it wet?" So we'll hopefully do a little better job of keeping it dry this year. So let me get to work on that. Well, this is what I got so far. I'm putting them 1.5 inches wide. I got a 2x4 laid up on its edge. I wanted to put them wider so I wouldn't have to use as much wood, but I was afraid, excuse me, that if I made them, I didn't want them wide enough where your foot could go through them. And if they were 3.5, I was afraid somebody's foot would go through it, specifically mine, while we were walking on or stacking hay on it. So I got to this part. I got a bunch of short pieces, so I'd already put me a piece in the middle. That's more support, so I'm gonna cut short pieces and screw them down in the middle. But I'll carry on. I got to do, I think 8 more to make it evenly, to get it all the way across. Anyway, that's where we're at. All right, we're out in the tractor shed. I'm gonna take the 600 and I gotta drop the scrape blade off. And then we'll come back and load up the spreader, hopper. And then if I get the David Brown to crank, which it's not super cold. It was nice when the sun comes out, but it's a little cloudy out there. So we'll go drop the scrape blade off and come back and hook up to the hopper. All right. Got the fertilizer spreader on the 600. Only problem I had was this shaft So we bought this spreader and we used it one time, and then we didn't use it for a long time, and it sat under a shed, but for a long time, many years. And I went to use it last year, and I literally had to take the shaft off, chain one end of it to the front bumper of the tractor, and chain the other end to a basketball goal up there by the shop, and come along it until it popped and broke loose. And it acted like it didn't want to come loose this time, but I called his bluff and forced it. So let's see if we can get the David Brown to crank, and I got to drop the bush hog off of it, and then we'll take it and see if we can't get it in the shop. And there we go. Got her in the shop. Oh, had to move the four-wheeler. We got her in here. She's ready to work on, so that's what we'll do next. Tomorrow or Thursday, I will be, probably Thursday, putting out fertilizer. But I'm gonna start working on this tonight, and I'll get some video of that, post it later in the week. All right, guys, appreciate it.